I'm John from Social Tap, and today I'm joined by Nick and John from the Compliance Guys. And I've asked John and Nick to join me today to talk about compliancy. Might not necessarily be everyone's favourite subject, but it's one that is extremely important and also doesn't have to be as scary as you think. And really the purpose of today's video is whether you're running campaigns, whatever marketing campaigns yourself, or whether you're working with a marketing agency, it's to help you make sure that any of your marketing communications are compliant. And having known John and Nick for quite a while now, you know, they're really trying to sort of break compliancy down and get away from the sort of stuffy, formal nature of it and really help businesses do things properly. So hi, Nick and John, how are you both?
Hello, we're great.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Good. Can we start by a little bit of introduction of the Compliance Guys, and you can tell everybody a bit more about your business and how you came about and so on.
Me or you, Nick?
Okay. So me and John's backgrounds are very similar. We've worked for car dealers, we've worked for motor finance companies, and we've done other associated roles around the motor trade. And having studied and learned the FCA guidelines in detail, we've been able to apply our knowledge specifically to car dealers and small retailers, so that the knowledge is relevant and actually matches, you know, these guys' businesses, rather than being some big stuffy company that deal in investments and money transfers and, you know, things that are a world away to a car dealer.
Yeah, okay. And in terms of clients, you know, how many businesses do you work with now? Is it just motor finance that you work in?
Predominantly motor finance, but we are branching out into the retail finance as well. But how many? I don't know. I've literally lost count. So we've got quite a few clients already. Quite a few.
And growing team as well, aren't you? I noticed a few recent hires. 2
new starters just in the last week alone. They just the beginning. They really are. So good guys. Hi, Sam. Hi, Luke.
What would you say are typically the things that you know that you might come across that are, you know, no-nos, or where people might go, oh, it's a grey area, and actually it's not?
So one of the things that doesn't show up as much as it used to, but was always one of the most controversial, is guaranteed finance.
Yeah.
Some dealers believe that they can offer guaranteed finance because they have subprime lenders. Yeah. They can look after everyone. But the truth is they can't. You know, the FCA your lenders are going to look at, can you afford the vehicle? Can we find you? Are you credit worthy? Are you actually going to pay us back? And we can't always guarantee credit worthiness or affordability. So saying that it's guaranteed is definitely misleading customers. That's going to make your customer who's a bit unsure about their credit history go to that person rather than the next. And that's definitely something that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, and even using, I guess, language like we can get, you know, even if there's not that term of guaranteed, but we can get you finances, it's just the same thing, isn't it? You know, you're just using a different word to say exactly the same thing. That's
where people say there's a grey area. Yeah. And there isn't. You need to be quite specific about what you can actually help with. And you also need to tailor that advert to the audience. So, for instance, you can't say, we help people with CCJs, defaults, bankruptcy, and then also say low rate finance available.
Okay, yeah.
They need to be in 2 separate adverts. And the APR that you use needs to represent 51% of acceptances that come in that area. So if it's a subprime advert, if 51% of those customers who apply based on that type of advert are going to be at 30% APR, that needs to be APR, not the lowest one that you could possibly do for any customer.